Hey guys, it's Katie at scrappinkaty.ctmh.com, and I'm going to walk you through the May 2020 Craft with Heart scrapbooking subscription. Again, you can subscribe on a monthly basis, 4-month, or annual basis. So we are doing May 2020. Now each kit comes with a fully color illustrated guide that gives you photos of both layouts. I have pulled some photos, both of which are a couple of years old. And then I am only going to be assembling layout 1 in this video, and then layout 2 will come in a couple of days. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all the pieces for layout 1. Now these are the die cuts and they are clearly labeled which one goes with which layout. So I'm just going to punch all those out and set them to the side. And then I'm going to grab the photo mats as well as the layout bases I need and then the photo placeholders. So what I love about these Craft with Heart subscriptions is it's going to allow me to take some photos that are a couple of years old and quickly put them together and get them in the albums. So the fully color illustrated guide not only gives you pictures of the layouts, but it also gives you step-by-step detailed instructions. So I'm going to go by that for the most part. Now it is showing me on that first step is to adhere down the photo mats. Now I was pointing out that on that guide it will tell you how far away from the top or the side or the bottom to put that photo mat. I'm just eyeballing it here, but if you wanted to pull out your ruler, you definitely could do that. So I've got that photo and that photo mat done, and then I'm going to adhere this top one. Again, I just kind of made sure that it was equal distance from that right side and the top. Now, some of the little fun die cuts, there is an arrow. Of course, I wanted mine pointed to that Jumbotron at the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, so I kind of did the arrow on my own. And then for the title, I'm just using my paper piercer and making sure that I get all of those pieces without tearing the title. So the title says "Reach for the Stars." Now, I thought that this would be fun because my son got to play in the Dallas Cowboy Stadium a couple of years in a row. And so this particular layout has photos from both years. And I'm just going to document how not only playing in the stadium once is a big deal, but because of his age and his size, he is a fall baby. And so he had to wait to enter kindergarten, but then shortly after starting kindergarten, he immediately turned 5. So he played on a football team for forever, just playing up an age group. And then once all those kids went to junior high or middle school, he still had another year of eligibility for YMCA football. So then he got to play on another team. So he got to play in the Dallas Cowboy Stadium 2 years in a row. And again, I'm just kind of combining the photos for that those events. And then I'll kind of document that. And then I'm also going to have him journal, and I'm going to include that on the layout as well. So for these photo mats, I'm just pulling out my T-ruler to make sure I have them straight. And again, I'm just equal distance from the top and then those sides. And then I am going to start decorating again with those stickers. So back to the title, "Reach for the Stars." I just thought it was a good play on words because the Dallas Cowboy Stadium, there are a couple of photos I'm going to use where we took not only on the center star on the field, but we also took in the locker room, and then also where the Dallas Cowboys run out. I've got a picture of my husband with the kids. And so I just thought it would be a fun play on those photos as well as this title. So again, I am just looking at the color illustrated guide and then peeling these sticker stars off of the carrier sheet and putting them around those rays. Now, I am actually, these stars, that little, I guess the V at the bottom of the stars, they fit perfectly with those rays. And then I'm just kind of filling in with the smaller stars. Now, some of these stars, I will use some 3D foam adhesive just to kind of add some dimension. And then I am just there's some other shapes, hexagons, kind of bolt looking stars. Again, I'm just looking at the illustrated guide that's in front of me and filling in those stars on that layout. So here is where all those die cut stars that I punched out at the beginning, I just turned all those over and I'm adding some 3D foam adhesive to those. Now I am using Close to My Heart's thin 3D foam adhesive. I love that it's not super thick, but it does add just a little bit of dimension to anything you have it on. So there are a couple of hexagons that have cute little sayings. Of course, that one on the left says little dude, I think. And then I'm just going to start picking which photos I want to go in those 3x4 photo wells. I am going to trim some of these down. Now, there are some photos that kind of go together, but I definitely wanted to include them. So I am going to use some flip flaps here in a second. So that's why I have one down on the mat, and then I am matting the other on one of those placeholders. So again, here is a photo or a couple of photos of the kids on the star down on the field. And then this is the photo I was talking about of my husband and the kids where the Dallas Cowboys run out. And so I'm going to adhere that down. That's definitely going to be a flip flap. And then I'm going to adhere these down. This star is right outside the locker room. So I have a photo of my husband and the kids, and then me and our son. And then of course that's him laying on the 50-yard line with his friends. And I just love that the arrows, again, that one is reach for the stars, and I have it pointing to that star. And then off camera, I'm going to add some stars. I apologize for that. And then again, I'm just going to kind of fill in with these little bitty tiny stickers. And again, they are clearly labeled for layouts 1 and 2. Now, those border stickers, they left the insides. So I decided to take the sticky off of the back of those with my anti-static pouch and then add some 3D foam adhesive. So one is going to go right there by our group photo, and then the other one is going to go on the top of that flip flap. So if you have never seen flip flaps are something that Close to My Heart offers, and it allows you to add not only some interaction to your pages, but extra photos and hidden journaling. So they come where they open up to the top or the side. I have chosen to use both top flip flaps. And then you can also adhere those down to the layout or the page protector. Now, if you were going to do it to the layout, you'd probably want to get that done before you put a photo on that mat. So I'm going to go ahead and put those directly to the memory protector. And you just peel off that sticky part, and it is very sticky. And then I just line the photo mat up where it still appears that charcoal cardstock that's actually on the layout appears to be a photo mat for this photo that is showing. So here is a look at the finished layouts. Again, I will leave a link to the Craft with Heart subscription down below. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Also, please consider subscribing and signing up for notifications. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and don't forget to check out the other Craft with Heart videos.